Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Andrea. This is Moonstone Tarot, and I'm so glad that you were able to find this space. But before we get into today's pick a card reading, I just want to take a moment to ground the energy because I'm feeling a little chaotic in the collective here. So let's just take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and then exhale. So let's breathe in. Hold it for a second. And exhale. There's something very specific I'm feeling for this collective right now, and it feels like exhaustion. Not physical exhaustion, but soul exhaustion. You know, the kind that comes from waiting, from hoping, from doing all of the inner work, and maybe wondering why things, when things are finally going to shift, when things are finally going to happen for you. And so a lot of you may have been navigating through delays lately, maybe setbacks, or maybe even what feels like repeated tests from the universe. You've been asked to let go of things you thought were permanent in your life. You've been asked to outgrow versions of yourself that once felt safe for you. Some of you may be in the middle of identity shifts, where who you used to be no longer fits, but who you're becoming isn't fully formed yet either. And that in-between space can feel very uncomfortable. But here's what I want to gently remind you of before we begin today. Divine timing. Divine timing is not punishment. It's not the universe purposely making you wait for things just to hurt you. Divine timing is preparation. It's an orchestration of events, aligning at the moment when your energy, your nervous system, your self-worth, and your spiritual maturity are ready to hold what you've been asking for. That's divine timing. Sometimes the delays you receive are protection. Sometimes the setbacks you have to go through are redirection. And sometimes the no that you get instead of the yes, maybe those no's are just making space for a deeper, more profound yes. Something better, something more aligned. And so today's reading is centered around this feeling that something special is preparing to enter your life. It's not in a rushed way, it's not going to be chaotic, but in a way that feels aligned. So if you've been feeling like something is shifting behind the scenes, like there's movement going on in the unseen, then this reading may be confirmation for you. Now, because this is a general reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. Your intuition is your strongest guide here. If something feels like it clicks in your chest, in your heart, then it's for you. But if it doesn't, don't force it. So here's how today's reading will flow. So first, we're going to look at what you've been going through, the phase or phases that you're closing out, the lessons, the growth, and the exhaustion. Then we're going to explore what this something special actually is, whether it's love or an opportunity coming in for you, whether it's stability, recognition in some way, maybe it's healing or just a completely unexpected blessing. And after that, we'll look at why this is happening now. What shifted within you that's making you energetically available for it now? And finally, we'll close with guidance on how to receive it fully without self-sabotage or having to shrink yourself. So if you've been feeling tested, and many of you have, if you've been feeling stretched by the universe, and many of you have, if you've been wondering when it's your turn to receive, then this message might be arriving right on time for you. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Look at the piles in front of you. I have the Gilded Tarot, pile 1, with the pastel green tree. I have the Rider Tarot, pile 2, with the pastel pink tree. And I have the Chakra Wisdom deck, pile 3, with the pastel yellow tree. And choose the one your intuition feels most drawn to. Try not to overthink it. Just go with the first one that catches your eye. That's your intuition, because your intuition already knows. So you can absolutely pause the video at this time if you need some more time to choose, but if not, let's get into the video. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the pastel green tree, then these messages all about your beautiful surprise headed your way are going to be for you. As always, in the interest of saving time, I meditated over the cards and I hand selected these cards that you see in front of you, asking Spirit to bring me love and light and messages for your highest good and the highest good of the collective. So first card we are going to draw is what cycle you are closing out. Okay, so what are you closing out first? We have the World card. Okay, wow. You're going big, pile 1. So this is a major cycle completion. The World is not a small ending. This is a karmic chapter in your life that is coming to a close. This is a long lesson integrating. So an old version of yourself might be completing to make way for a new version. This could be a pattern that you have finally mastered, that you've recognized, and now you're changing. So you've outgrown something. And this doesn't, it doesn't have to be in a dramatic way. This is an evolution of sorts. This is your soul evolution. So you could have released a relationship, maybe a bad relationship dynamic or an unhealthy one. This could have looked like, maybe if you went through a spiritual awakening phase, now this is ending. You could be letting go of chasing someone or chasing validation of sorts. This is ending a cycle of burnout. Maybe you have now learned to put down some of those responsibilities or let go of some of those burdens that you've been carrying. This also could be completing a Saturn type lesson. So this energy for you could feel like, I get it now. I finally get it. I get why this had to happen in order for this to come in, sort of energy. You've integrated all of that wisdom, and the universe doesn't ignore integration. Let's just say that. So the next card we have is all about what this surprise actually will be. So we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, I apologize for the glare, pile 1. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so again, like the World, this is not a small blessing. This is something that is going to be very visible. I'm sorry, I just turned that ring light off because I don't want this to be glary so that you can't see it. So this is going to be a very visible blessing. This is going to be magnetic. This is going to be powerful. So the Queen of Wands is all about confidence. And yes, she's about attracting, like attraction, but it's attraction amplified. This could be a leadership opportunity, you know, a career opportunity where you will be seen more. Management, president, vice president, maybe like the head of your particular department. This could absolutely be even CEO, energy. This could be a passion being reignited. Someone could be coming in who's highly attracted to you. This could be a romantic offer, but from someone bold, creative, or business recognition. This is absolutely a major glow up moment for you, Pile 1. This is public recognition as well. So whatever this surprise is, it makes you feel alive again. You know, after closing out all of this cycle and like all this burnout cycle, this is going to reinvigorate you. This is going to make you feel alive again. This is Wands. This is fiery. It's warm. It's empowering. If this is love, this could be someone who sees you as magnetic and powerful, but it's someone that you will not have to chase. You're done with that. You closed that cycle out. So now we have why now? Why is this blessing coming to you now? We have the Four of Swords. Okay, well, this is easy. Why now? Because you finally rested. This is huge. The Four of Swords is saying that you stopped forcing either an outcome, a situation. You stopped fighting it. You stopped overthinking. You completely pulled your energy back and you healed quietly. You've done the inner work. Maybe you even stayed out of the public eye for a little bit. You know, maybe you just kind of went into yourself and you healed quietly. But this also means that you detached. You detached from outcomes. Maybe relationships. And the moment that you did that, the universe took notice and a door is going to open up for you. This month, it's going to open for you. This blessing is coming in because you stopped trying to control the outcome. This is divine timing activated because you surrendered. So how do you receive this gift fully, this blessing? Well, for one, you stay open to it. Do not minimize yourself. Don't dim your light. As they say, don't dim your sparkle, Pile 1. Don't let anybody dim your sparkle. Let yourself be seen. And allow it to be easy. You know, don't force it. Don't try to fight it. Just let it unfold for you naturally. Let it be easy. And try not to let it, try not to question why it is happening now. Acceptance, look at it this way. You completed the lesson. Now you get the reward. Okay, so let's get into two more oracle cards, shall we, for more clarity. So first one we have here is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Wow, okay. All right, Pile 1, are you ready? Because it's happening. The shift is in motion. And just because you can't see the full result yet doesn't mean that it's not forming. This is actually confirmation that this cycle, whatever it was, really did close for you. and a new chapter is coming about. It's not imaginary anymore. You're not delusional for believing that something bigger and better is coming. You know, this isn't you being like, you know what, yeah, it may happen someday. No, no, no. This is not someday energy, pile one. This is already rearranging behind the scenes for you. That new life that you've been trying to build, it's not wishful thinking anymore. It's actually taking form. You know, for example, you left a draining job. And even though you might not have anything lined up yet, something better is lining up for you. Okay? This could be like you walked away from a relationship. And even though, yes, you might be single right now, the partner aligned with this new self, this healed version of you, is closer than you think. You stopped overextending yourself and suddenly people are respecting your boundaries more. That's this energy. It's very powerful. So stay steady. Don't panic and revert back to old patterns. No, no. Next, we have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out and common ground. Okay. So here's what it is. This one is important with the Queen of Wands energy, okay? You might be overthinking something small, but something much bigger is aligning. So try not to obsess over timelines, whether or not you're on the right timeline or not, you are. You're right where you are meant to be, pile one. Or, you know, like stop replaying what someone said to you, because that's not healthy. It's not doing you any good. Stop assuming that any delays that you encounter means that you're being denied, because you're not. You could be redirected to something bigger and better. And don't shrink yourself. Don't minimalize yourself because of one moment of doubt. You know, you could be, I don't know why this just came into my mind, but you could be stressing out over a single scene, but the whole movie is working in your favor. You just can't see it yet. You need to zoom out. If you zoom out 6 months from now, this little thing, whatever it is, won't even matter. You know, maybe you're worried because someone hasn't texted you back, but the bigger picture here is that you've stopped tolerating breadcrumb behavior. You're not going to be strung along anymore. Maybe you didn't get one opportunity that you really wanted, but you're about to get something that matches your new confidence. And I love this for you, pile one. This connects directly to the Four of Swords energy. You were resting, you were healing, you were integrating all of those lessons. You weren't stuck. You were just recalibrating. So the shift is real. The timeline that you are on is divine, okay? And these small little frustrations that you could be experiencing are irrelevant. The bigger vision is manifesting for you. That's what these cards are saying. So stay confident, stay grounded, don't sabotage it with any doubt. You know, you're not waiting for your life to change. It already is changing. You just can't see the full picture yet. And the last oracle card we have for today, we have attraction. Call in your soul allies. You know what? I love this card for you, pile one, right now, because this is an empowering message. You are no longer available for who you used to entertain. Because now that you're healed, now that you've done all the work, you've integrated all these lessons, the people entering your life are going to reflect that healing. They're going to reflect your energy. The old version of you may have tolerated certain energies, but this new version of you magnetizes something completely different. This isn't just romantic. This could be better friendships, more supportive collaborators. This could look like clients who are respecting your boundaries. This could be a partner who matches your fire, your passions. This could look like a mentor coming in. This is soul tribe energy that you are calling in. So instead of like one-sided friendships, you are going to attract reciprocity. Instead of chasing, someone will actually meet you halfway. Imagine that, pile one. Instead of proving yourself to someone, someone already sees your value. And this fits again with the Queen of Wands perfectly, because her energy doesn't chase, it draws. The beautiful surprise may very well be a person or people who match this upgraded frequency of yours. Not because you manifested harder, but because you have evolved. So the surprise isn't just what's coming, it's who's coming. And they're aligned with the healed version of you. You don't have to search for your soul allies anymore, Pile 1, because your energy is doing the calling. And I'm going to end it right there because that's an amazing reading for you. I love this for you, Pile 1. But before you go, I have a little surprise treat waiting for you in the outro. Something to help you tune into this new energy even more. So make sure you stick around, because what's coming next could give you extra clarity and guidance for your path ahead. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose the pastel pink tree, then these messages all about the beautiful surprise headed your way are going to be for you. As always, in the interest of saving time, I went ahead and meditated over the cards, and I specifically hand selected these ones that you see in front of you. I asked Spirit to bring in love and light messages for not only your highest good, but the good of the collective. So let's get into your reading. So the first card we have will be what the collective has been going through. So what have you been going through, Pile 2? What is coming to a close? What phase is ending? We have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So the Queen of Cups, it's showing me that you've been doing a lot of emotional work. You've been reflecting. You've been healing. And you've been learning to nurture yourself, not just others. You know, maybe you've been processing some heartbreak. Maybe you've been letting go of old patterns that were just clinging on to your energy, that were no good, you know? Or maybe you've just been trying to figure out what your heart really wants. And this is a deep period of emotional growth where you've been learning patience and compassion and how to honor your feelings. For example, you could be realizing that you need healthier boundaries in your relationships, and that will come to an end. The boundaries will happen. You could be journaling, really deep journaling. You could be meditating. Or spending time with yourself to understand what really matters in your life, what really matters to you. You could be learning to care for yourself first without guilt. And so this phase was about emotional maturity and self-nurturing. You know, this is preparing your heart for what's next. So pile 2, what is next, you may ask? Well, let's see. So we have the Page of Wands. All right. I love this energy. It's youthful. This brings a fresh, exciting energy. The universe is sending you inspiration. It's sending you opportunity. It could be someone who sparks curiosity and excitement back into your life. This could be a creative project that you may have had on the back burner, but for some of you, I feel like it's a new creative project that just recently kind of popped up in your mind. This could be a new adventure that you want to embark on. Could be a trip. Like I said, it could be a person who comes into your life, or even just a fresh way of looking at your world, you know, through a different lens, a different perspective. But this energy, the Page of Wands, is playful and it's very heart-centered and it's chock full of potential. For example, so this could be like a friend, a collaborator, or romantic connection that shows up for you and energizes you. This could be a creative or a professional opportunity that is feeling aligned and exciting. This could be that spark of inspiration that will now open a door for you, maybe a door that was once closed. This is fresh beginnings, you know, fresh beginnings are arriving, and this is aligned with your emotional growth. So, why now? Well, let's see. We have Judgment in reverse. Okay. Judgment reverse is showing up to explain the timing here. Okay, so you may have experienced delays. You may have experienced stuckness, or maybe you were unsure about moving forward. And like I said in my intro, that is the overall energy that I've actually been feeling for the collective. And just a feeling of tiredness, you know, tired of hoping, tired of waiting, tired of trying. But that period, that pause isn't a mistake. It's necessary, because what this is saying is that, you know, maybe you weren't ready before, but now your heart, your mind, and energy are aligned to receive this new spark fully. You know, you couldn't embrace a new opportunity before because you weren't emotionally grounded. You were learning to trust yourself and not repeat old patterns. You know, and the universe waited until you were ready. Now is your moment. It's now that you're ready for it. You're ready to receive it. So, how do you receive it fully? Okay, so here's the advice. And the advice I'm getting is from these 3 cards together. You've done the emotional work. And now it's time to embrace the curiosity, to embrace the openness and the excitement without overthinking anything. So fall into your heart space and trust it. Trust your intuition and allow yourself to step into new opportunities with playful confidence. Stop doubting your worth or the timing of everything. because the energy is aligned. It's aligned now. And this is your moment to show up fully, pile 2. Okay, pile 2. So let's look at some oracle cards here to bring more clarity. So the first card we have is Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So the message is pretty simple. It's to stay grounded while you're planting seeds for your future. Even as new energy enters your life, okay? Small steps and staying mindful, having that mindful presence about you will ensure that whatever this spark is will take root and it will grow in the right direction. Again, this could look like journaling. Our thoughts are energy. What we think, we put out there, even on paper. Journaling. This could look like meditating or setting intentional goals for this new opportunity. And next we have Cracked Open. It says rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So maybe some of you felt like you've hit rock bottom lately. And maybe what felt like hitting rock bottom, or, your heart being asked to open again, letting in these new opportunities, maybe it is alchemy in disguise. The tough moments that you went through, because that phase is over, it's ending. That cycle is finishing up. And those tough moments cleared the way for new opportunities and allowed you to grow emotionally and spiritually. You could have had past heartbreak. You could have had past disappointments or setbacks that, really forced you to do that inner work, to do that shadow work, to really reflect on you and your life and your purpose and your mission here, and to prepare for what's coming next. Wow, that's really powerful. Journaling is exceptionally powerful, pile 2. If you haven't done it before, I highly, highly recommend journaling. It's very therapeutic also. And lastly, we have Wonder. Be open and curious. Of course, stay open and curious. Stay curious and open to life. Approach the world like a kid in a candy store. Let your eyes do twirls every once in a while. Notice all the signs and synchronicities, all the little, all the small joys that happen every single day, that happen around you, and all the unexpected blessings that occur. This energy only amplifies the Page of Wands spark that will ignite everything. And it will invite you to step into life with this playful excitement. You could meet aligned people. You could meet your soul tribe in unexpected ways. This could look like you discovering inspiration where you least expect it. It could be, again, feeling excitement in just like the everyday average moments. So I think pile 2, this is about emotional readiness. Getting ready, preparing to meet fresh, playful opportunities that are coming in for you. You've done the inner work, you've done the shadow work, you've healed those old patterns. And the universe is now sending aligned energy to you. And so all you have to do is trust your heart. Stay grounded. Embrace this curiosity, all the happy little moments, and allow yourself to receive it without complicating it or overthinking it. Life is opening up for you, and it's time to step into this next chapter with that excitement. And so before you go, pile 2, I have a little surprise treat waiting in the outro, something to help you tune into this fresh energy and curiosity even more. So stick around for it, because it's designed to give you extra clarity and inspiration for the next steps on your path. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the pastel yellow tree, then these messages all about your beautiful surprise headed your way are for you. As usual, in the interest of saving time only, I went ahead and meditated over these cards, and I hand selected these particular cards. I asked Spirit to bring in love and light and messages for not only your highest good, but the good of the collective. So let's get into your messages and your blessing that's coming in. So the first card I'm going to turn over is what you've been going through. What phases in your life are ending and what cycles are closing out. So we have the King of Cups. Okay, good. So the King of Cups is showing me that you've been learning how to master your emotions, to maybe not react right away, to maybe learning how to respond properly. You've faced situations that have tested your patience, your compassion, and maybe the ability to stay calm under pressure. Maybe you've had to, really work through emotionally charged situations. You've had to navigate through that. Maybe you've had to hold space for others or manage your own feelings during very challenging times. And that's all coming to a close because you've been learning how to balance your heart and your mind. So you've been responding with that necessary clarity instead of reacting impulsively. And this period, this time frame, was about developing your emotional intelligence and that inner stability. For example, this could have looked like you staying calm at work or in a relationship when the tension was really rising. You could have learned to lead or support others without losing your own balance, without giving too much and receiving too little. You could have been developing compassion for yourself while handling all of those responsibilities and expectations that were, placed upon you. So you've been preparing emotionally and spiritually to handle greater responsibility, greater clarity, and ultimately a greater reward because of it. So what is the surprise that's coming in? Let's see. We have another king. Ooh, the King of Swords. Okay. Again, King of Swords, clarity. Swords is the mental suit of tarot. More clarity. This is strategy. And so not only with the King of Cups have you mastered emotional, all of your emotional energy, but now this is intellectual mastery with the King of Swords. And I think the divine surprise here is you're getting a breakthrough in understanding, in all of your decision making, or the direction that you want to go in. And this could be a situation where things will suddenly just make sense, like out of nowhere, or a plan will all of a sudden just fall into place without any like struggle or strife, or an opportunity will appear that requires you to step in and help out using your wisdom, the wisdom that you've accumulated over this period of time. This is about alignment of mind and action, where your experience and insight will meet this opportunity. Again, for example, this could be a work project or a promotion that is finally aligning with your skills and the effort that you contribute, the effort that you have for it. This could look like a decision that's opening up that feels like the right fit for you, heart and mind, or a path opening up for you. This could be a personal situation or relationship that maybe becomes clear after a period of cooling off, maybe a little bit of a separation of reflection. So again, clarity, strategy, and wise opportunity are coming in for you. That's your blessing. That's your surprise gift, Pile 3. And the universe is handing you the pieces that you've been waiting for to complete this puzzle. So why now? Let's see. We have beautiful. We have the 9 of Cups. Okay. The 9 of Cups is the timing card. Okay. It says that you're ready to receive emotional and material fulfillment. In a nutshell, this card confirms that the work you've done emotionally, King of Cups, and mentally, the King of Swords. High masculine energy here in this reading. This has prepared you for this moment to receive. The universe waited until your heart and mind and the energy were aligned. They blended beautifully to deliver this reward to you. It's a wish-fulfilled moment where satisfaction and joy can be experienced. And I think Pile 3, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you will enjoy it. You know, you've been putting in effort and learning the lessons, and now it's finally paying off. Opportunities that you've been waiting for are going to arrive because you've earned them. And now is your moment to enjoy the fruits of this preparation and growth. So, how do you receive this fully? You step into this power confidently, knowing that you are emotionally and mentally ready for it. You celebrate your achievements without feeling guilty, without feeling small, or without hesitation. Okay? You trust this clarity and this insight that's coming in to make the right decisions. You embrace this joy and the abundance fully. Okay? Allow yourself to feel the reward. Allow yourself to feel it. You've earned this. You've done the work emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And now it's time to step into fulfillment. Trust your insight and enjoy the results that have been aligning behind the scenes for you, Pile 3. Okay, Pile 2, so let's get into a few oracle cards. So the first one we have is Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Okay, so I love this card. Every time I pull energy cards, this card particular and a card called the Void always come up for me. But this card basically is saying, stay grounded as you receive this abundance. Enjoy this success and this fulfillment that's coming to you without losing yourself, pile 3, to any external pressures or any sort of distractions. Be present in the moment. Stay in the moment and savor this experience. You know, time is precious and you can't get it back. So savor these experiences, these little joys, these little celebratory moments, these little victories. You know, this would be taking time to reflect on your achievements, being grateful, practicing gratitude, and staying mindful despite the new opportunities coming in for you. Next, we have called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Definitely. Okay, you're being blessed, pile 3, okay? You are being asked to step up and share your gifts. Your skills, your talents, your wisdom, and your heart are needed now, especially now, during this time in the world. We need you, pile 3, okay? This card confirms that this moment is not just about receiving. It's also about using your growth, using these talent, these skills to help the world, to make an impact in the world. This could be leading a project. This could be mentoring someone or offering guidance to someone in need. This could be stepping into a role that matches your soul purpose. That is powerful. And lastly, we have intuition. Follow your inner compass. Definitely. So the final message is to trust your intuition. Your inner guidance is strong, pile 3, okay? So follow the nudges, follow the signs and the synchronicities and these feelings that are pointing you in the right direction. You see them, you feel them, you know them, so lean into them. Your heart and your mind are aligned right now, and your intuition is going to lead you to the people, to the opportunities, and to the experiences that will match your growth. You will be met halfway. This could look like making decisions based on gut feelings and noticing the synchronicities, or trusting an inner pull, that inner nudge toward a certain path. So with the King of Cups, you've developed emotional intelligence. With the King of Swords, you've developed the mental clarity. And the ability to recognize what truly brings you joy with the Nine of Cups. So the advice from Spirit here is it's time for you to step confidently into this next chapter. Stay grounded. Answer the call of these gifts and trust your inner compass. But at the same time, don't forget to celebrate your achievements, big or small. Embrace the opportunities that are coming your way because they're beautiful, and allow yourself to receive these rewards that you have prepared for fully, intentionally, and with joy. Pile 3. I just got really emotional just now. I'm so happy for you, pile 3. Oh my goodness. And so before you go, I have a little surprise treat waiting for you in the outro. Something to help you tune into this amazing energy and this curiosity even more. So stick around for it because it's designed to give you extra clarity and inspiration for the next steps on your path. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to come on here really quickly and just say thank you truly for allowing me to read for you and connect with your energy today. I never take that lightly. You know, whether you've been here for a long time since the beginning or you just found this space today, I'm really, really grateful that you chose to spend this time with me. Time is very precious, and the fact that you spent it with me and watched this video means so much to me. If this reading supported you, gave you clarity, or helped you feel a little more grounded in your path, I'd love to stay connected with you beyond YouTube. I have a free clarity spread PDF that I share through my email list. It's a simple but powerful tarot spread that you can use anytime you may feel stuck, or if you're feeling overwhelmed or just unsure about your next steps to take. If that feels aligned, you can find the link below to join and I will send it straight to you. And if you're wanting to go even deeper into your personal direction and spiritual growth, I also created my Tarot for Life Direction Guide that's available for purchase, and it's designed to help you use tarot as a tool for long-term clarity. You know, not just predictions, but this is intentional life guidance. Everything is linked in the description box below. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your openness. And as always, like I always say, take care of yourself, take care of others, and I will see you all next time.